everybody. My name is Sherrie Maricle, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to create a really swinging jazz feel using some triplet independence exercises. Although you can hear a lot of drummers around the world play the typical jazz ride beat slightly differently, I find the one that swings the most and the one that makes me the happiest is one that's based on the eighth note triplet. And as you all know, the eighth note triplet is the underlying pulse for all swing music. The first thing that I think everybody should do to really make sure that their ride beat is swinging and triplet based is to do a very simple exercise. And that is just as typically you would practice anything in the context of jazz, feather the bass drum in 4 beats, hi-hat on 2 and 4. And what I'm going to do is put eighth note triplets in my left hand and make sure that my ride cymbal is matching up with those triplets. Instead of dotted eighth or 16th or straight eighth notes, if I do it with the triplet, I'm going to make sure that it's really solid eighth note triplet feel. So I'm going to start like this. I'm going to add my left hand in triplets, and I'm going to add the ride beat to that. So that goes like this. That creates a very wide, beautiful kind of fat pulse for everybody else in the band and the bass player to lock up with, and to me that feels really relaxed versus a dotted eighth and 16th note feel. If you wanted to practice some more independence with your left hand in that context and keep working on the ride beat, you can absolutely move your left hand around all of the tom-toms and in many different configurations. Like the sky's the limit as far as what you can think of creatively to do that while you're practicing this. And one final point about this is when I play, I'm going to demonstrate on this tom-tom, I use a very loose bounce stroke, and I think that makes the drum sound better. It also makes it easier to play when you're using the rebound of the head. So it's very much like a basketball bouncing, kind of like this. All of my strokes are that way. Complete bounce stroke versus this. I also know that helps create a better jazz feel. A looser jazz feel if that's what you're going for, which I always am, loose and relaxed. So here's a demonstration of that same thing, but I'm going to move my left hand around the tom-toms and snare drum. So that's going to go like this. I'll start the ride pattern first. However many ways that you can think to move your left hand around the tom-tom, as I said, the sky's the limit, it's up to you, and go in ways that challenge you. I once had a friend of mine say, why do drummers always go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum? I really would like to see drummers go da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, the opposite way. So in the case of this triplet, you might, instead of just doing what I did, maybe you'll start over here. Challenge yourself as an independence exercise to move your left hand in ways that may seem unusual or even awkward at first. Because ultimately, when you practice independence and things like this, the end goal is always that you can respond to very spontaneously to the music going on around you and contribute whatever musical and genius ideas you have. You don't want to have your technique or your lack of independence control inhibit your musical output. So that's why we practice that.